Jules from thestonесoup.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make Cajun chicken in a brown paper bag, which is a super simple way to add extra flavour and really beautiful texture to good old cooked chicken. So I'm going to make our slaw. So I've got just a quarter of I'm using a Savoy cabbage, but any cabbage is fine here. You can even use Chinese cabbage or red cabbage, whatever you like. So I'm just going to cut the core off. It's not very big on this cabbage, and then I just want to cut it as finely as possible into shreds. And sometimes when I'm doing this I use my mandolin, which looks like that, so you get really fine shavings, but today I'm kind of more I just want to get it done quickly and I'm more in a chunky mood, so I'm just going to pop them in my bowl as we go. So when I've got all the cabbage chopped, I'm just going to get it in the bowl, and any bits that look a bit skanky, there's a few brown bits there, or any kind of really coarse bits, I'll take them out, but I don't stress about it too much. And then I've already chopped in the bottom here, I've got my green onions, and these are really optional, but they add a really nice kind of complex oniony flavour to the slaw, and they also give it a bit of colour. So they look like, I call them green onions, scallions, shallots, they've got a few different names, but that's what we're talking about. You could use spring onions as well. And then to finish the slaw, I'm just going to get some mayo. So this is some homemade mayo. I'm going to use about 3 kind of generous tablespoons there and just work it through. Depending on your mayo, I make mine myself, and I make it fairly, it's got a good whack of vinegar in there, but you might find if you're using a commercial mayo, you want to add, just taste it, and if it tastes a bit flat, you might want to add in some lemon juice or some kind of mild vinegar, like some rice wine vinegar, or sherry vinegar is another favourite of mine. And that's our slaw ready to serve. So I've got my pan heating up on a high heat, and I've got my chicken here cut into bite-sized chunks. I do that just because it cooks quicker that way, and it kind of serves. It's nice to serve that way. And then I've just drizzled over some oil. I'm using rice bran oil because it's got a high smoke point, which is just a measure of how stable it is at high temperatures. So that's the oil I usually use for cooking, but you can use coconut oil or ghee, clarified butter is also good. So I'm just going to get this into the pan. And we're going to cook it for, these pieces are fairly small, so probably 3 minutes on each side. So our chicken's been cooking for 3 minutes on the first side on a medium-high heat. So you can see it's starting to go white around the edges, and it's nicely browned. So I'm just going to turn and cook for it'll eat it 2 to 3 minutes. The chicken's had 2 minutes on the second side, and for me, that feels like it's cooked. If you're not sure, you can always just get a piece off the pan and cut into it just to check. I think it's always a good idea to be sure with chicken, so I'm going to turn that off the heat and pop it onto my serving tray. And then to serve, what I'm going to do is actually serve it at the table on the plate like that, with a paper bag on the side, and I've got some Cajun spice mix there that I'm going to be using. And then I'm just going to get everyone to put a couple of teaspoons of the spice mix into the paper bag, like that. And just check it's got salt in the spice mix. If it doesn't have salt, you might want to add a bit of extra salt. And then just get everyone to put their own chicken in and have a bit of a shake. So this is good fun to do it at the table, and then toss it out and you get this lovely spice coating on the outside of the chicken. And I'm going to serve that with my slaw, and that's dinner ready.